We did this.
자,
Let me get situated real quick. Alrighty. But yeah, we're streaming on a random Thursday because we have to make up the replay review stream. And this is the day. I'm a little bit late because I was finishing up some touches on the video I just dropped. So if you guys haven't seen that video, you can guys go check that out. But we are going to get situated real quick. So check the chat. Oh, all right. So what the? Okay, so everything's set up. That's looking good. And yeah, so let me go ahead and drop the message. I don't know how this is gonna do today, consider the fact this is not my normal time of streaming, but people were voting for 1 p.m. and depending on how things go today, we might make this a not like the replay review stream, I think, on a Thursday, because that should be on a Sunday, but other factors happened, so that's why we had to move it. But might add more streaming days throughout the week around like these like these midday streams, just to see. And it would mostly just be doing certain things, like practicing and watching, studying the game, and then maybe getting some sets in. Yo, Sonic, what's up? How you doing? I'm doing all right. Oh, you gotta drop some more replays. We gotta see how you been doing. We gotta do the follow up. We gotta do the weekly follow up. We gotta tap in. Let me post the message online, and then we can kind of get there. I do already have some replays that I might want to take a look at. I had a homie that hit me up, and he was like, "Hey, can you look at these replays?" And then I also have some other stuff I need to do. I need to write this something real quick for for Juri. For Juri. Okay, bet. Yeah, drop some replays so we can take a look at them. Go ahead and drop them. I have a message that I need to post. I'm trying to find it. Dig. Is there here? I used to do these long blog posts. Is it under Untitled? Dang. Oh, cool. All right, boom. We got everything together. So we're gonna drop the message, and then I also need to send this. I was gonna. I need to get a little something for the stream, you know. And by that I mean, like a. Oops, boom. Some. All right, so we're good. Message has been pinned. So yeah, just drop some I mean, if you're able to, Sonic, drop some replays in the channel so I can take a look at them, so I can see how you're progressing, my guy. I might have to start doing my own replays. Well, not like right now, but like maybe like another day or something. I don't know. And then I'll start putting my things. Hey, this is what I'm working on this week. So you guys, so we all have, so we're all in this together. I can show you some. Okay, a bad game. All right, cool. And I'll take a look at one of my homies hit me up. He was asking me for my locals. One of my local homies hit me up and he was asking me to take a look at a couple of his replays so I could take a look at his as well. All right. I think I should be good. But if you guys don't know the drill, um, every week we do replay reviews, and they're all free. You just join the Discord. I have the link pinned in, which is my sponsors Discord. You join there. You drop the replays in there. I take a look at them, provide you a little feedback, a little cheat sheet that you should be working on throughout the week, and then next week you come back and you follow up with and we see how you're progressing, and hopefully and when I mean progressing, it's like not, if I say something, it doesn't mean that you have to do it 100% of the times, because you know sometimes it's physically impossible for you to really do something 100% of the times, you know. But I'm looking for like some type of improvement. So say last week I say, hey, you need to work on your anti-airs, and I assign you a task to do the anti-airs. You come back, say you anti-air 0 out of 10 times, right? The first time we took a look at your replays. The next time it should be maybe 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10. Yeah, 2 out of 10. So something like that. So something that, so we can see that you're making slight progress throughout the course of the week, and we want to continue doing that, and hopefully you guys are able to grow, level up, and get your make whatever goals that you're trying to bake. And so that's the goal. Oh man, my throat. But so that's the goal of the replay reviews and the replay review streams. Yep, and you breaked up. See, yep, that's what we're talking about. Like like progress, and also progress isn't linear as well too. So you might feel like you're going up one week, and then one week you might be kind of sideways chopping. So, but like as long as you keep doing the right thing, keep practicing the right thing, keep coming back to your notes and keep looking at them and keep trying to improve, you're going to get better. It's just about a matter of time and the repetition. And so that is the heart of this, and that is what we're trying to do. We're trying to build a community where everyone is just holding each other accountable and leveling up. So it starts with me. I mean, I have my own stuff as well, and I do need to be better about sharing my own stuff when I'm working on. And so you guys can see, hey, I'm working on this, and I'm not just not doing it right. So I got my own little notes too. I got my own little cheat sheets and stuff that I'm working on, that I'm trying to improve at. And so I definitely need to. I can share more of those if you guys would like. But yeah. So that's the goal. I guess I can boot up the game for a bit while we wait on my mains Sonic to drop his replays. Yeah, yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, I can share it after I take a look at some of you guys, show you guys what I'm working on, some of the concepts that I'm working on. Especially, I don't know if you guys saw this post, but your boy needs to continue to put in work, because I got it right here. I'm right here. I'm the WWF champion. I gotta defend my champion next week at the locals. So I got my WWF champion right here, trying to defend it. And so I definitely want to hold on to this as long as possible. Yeah, I got the WWF champion. So yeah, this is something cool that one of the homies at the locals, he was like, hey, I got a championship belt, and basically you're gonna give it to the winner, and then the winner has to come back and defend their title, and if they don't defend it next week, it gets vacated. So I got to come back and defend the WWF champion, guys. It's got to stay here. It's got to stay with me. So yeah, I'm trying to keep it. It's just like small stuff like this that like helps motivate you to want to like play and continue to get better. So I really love it. I really like it. So I'm trying to take my duty seriously as a champion. But right now I haven't been playing recently because my lever list is on the fritz. I might have to go back to stick for a time being, just for like a couple of days until I get a new lever list. It's not like I haven't played on stick before. I used to play Street Fighter 5 on stick. Yeah, let me properly display the championship belt over here on my shelf, just so we have it displayed. Inspire you? Yeah. Yeah, having a good locals is amazing. So my locals is we have one of the like more popping locals, especially recently. We be getting like 20 between 20 and 30 people on a Monday, like legit on a Monday. Every Monday, we host our locals. I might have to. I used to stream them. I'm gonna probably start streaming them again, so you guys can see. But like we get like 20 between 20 and 30 people on a Monday for a local. It's because I mean we built up to it. It didn't used to be like that. I remember where it was. We had like 10, maybe 5, but it kind of grew over the course of for starters being consistent, and then players showing up and continuing to invite other people and people coming in. And so yeah, so it's good to have a really cool local that you just go to, and you hang out, you play, you level up, you get better together. So let me, I really need to do something about my stream deck. Let me switch over. We can boot up the game. So let me boot up Street Fighter. We'll go right in the game. I need to program my whatchamacallit. But I think I have to look at this again. I know Sunday, for sure, we're gonna be back Sunday again. I don't know what time. It might be earlier in the day because I have I don't know if it's either on Saturday or Sunday. I have a gathering. I think a local gathering.
Street Fighter 6.
So it just depends on what day it is. Ugh.
Street Fighter 6.
So I'm on this little pad. Oh, I haven't even plugged this up. I was like, oh, what's going on? Why can't I do anything? It's very clear because I haven't plugged up this pad. You use wait, you play on keyboard? What the heck? I mean, it is technically kind of like leverless, so there is that. If we're being technical. I guess I could take a look at my homies replays real quick. You wanted me to take a look at this reset for him and give him some sleep. Ah, alright, cool. I see you dropped the replays, so we'll take a look at your replays, and then I'll look at my homies replays, and then if anybody else has some replays, just go ahead and look at the pinned message, and hopefully we'll get some new people today, for sure. For some new people to look at some of their replays. Oh, I don't think I explained it before. I mean, I explained it before. Replay it. Is that it? But the way I do replay reviews is different. I look at replays at 3 times speed. I don't spend time pausing on every little small interaction, saying, "Hey, you need to punish this. You need to punish that. You need to do this. You need to do that." Because I don't believe in really doing that and like micromanaging every decision. There's much worse issues that you could. There are bigger issues that I try to focus on, and you focus on the bigger issues, and you can sort of whittle down to the smaller issues. And so, like, not punishing a certain move, those are like that's like matchup specific. And I have like the punishing guys. So if there's like certain moves that you might miss punish, you can refer to some of those videos. But I try to focus on the big picture, seeing what you're doing wrong overall, fixing that, and then everything else will just kind of come into place. And so yeah, I tend to watch them in like 2 times speed. This is a method that I was taught, and it's also has always been helpful for me to do replay reviews and get better, because I'm not hyper focusing on every small little detail, which is where I think most people tend to do on their replays reviews. It's funny, it's like I watch them at 2 times speed because I see other people give replay reviews, and they'll do like one replay or whatever. They'll watch it at normal speed, pause every second or whatever, and then they'll do it, and then they'll finish that person, right? So I watched it at 2 times speed, watch multiple replays, and then start writing like whole paragraphs about a player, about you need to this and this and this and this and that. So it's like I'm speed running, but I'm not like speed running. So I end up having more stuff to say than what a normal person would say in their replay reviews. But yeah, we're gonna take a look at see what progress. Let me pull up the notes again. I don't remember what I sent because it's been a minute. But okay. Oh, okay, yeah, cool. All right, let me. Versus Cammy. You said you leveled up to Diamond 2, right? Yeah, you got Diamond 2. This is before you hit Diamond 2, but cool. Alright, so thanks for looking at shrinking the range you're playing at. Medium punch DP for anti-air, make blocking default. Our defense. Okay, gotcha. Alright, so I refreshed myself, so now I know what to look for. And is my controller working? Okay. A Cammy for Mexico. This should be interesting. A Mexican Cammy.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay, EX Fireball, nice. I don't know how to do this.
Round 2.
Neutral's a little bit better. Oh, I would say what happened. I do like the fact that you're attempting to play a little bit neutral. It's a lot better than what we saw last week, for sure. A lot better. It's like, yeah, more neutral is rough. Yep. I see you hitting buttons. I see you presenting like normals and stuff, which is pretty, which is really good. So, I see the attempt. Academy, it's a little bit difficult, especially with Juri, because they kind of play in the same range, and Cammy's buttons are a little bit faster than Juri, so you have to kind of use like specific buttons in that matchup. But I do like the fact that you are at least attempting to poke at neutral and establish at least something, so like to give them something to think about. See W for UJ. All right. Did I? I might have spelled it wrong. W for UJ. All right. So let's watch this. I'm doing all right. How about yourself? We're just doing some replay reviews for the community. Jump overhead, combo, throw. Okay, fireball. Oh, nice. Okay, a little bit better. Got an early weekend. Nice.
Round 2. Fight.
Nice. It's fine. Nice. The anti-air. Okay. I like it. Hold on. Let me see. Let me check. Where it's at. It was medium DP. Nice. Okay. We talked about that. I just gotta. I know with Cammy it's a little bit harder because she could change the jump arc.
Fight. Round. Fight.
Oh, and it helped a lot. Yep. Oh no. Wait. Okay, much better, much better. We still need to work on you on the defensive end, still getting more comfortable blocking. There's a still trying to like do too much in terms of like defense on the defensive end whenever you getting hit. Well, because you're getting hit a lot more, still getting hit the same amount. But I do like the fact that you are trying to work on neutral and are actively implementing some of the things and just keep working at that for sure. One thing I will say is this. Hold on. Gotta where's that specifically? Yeah, your forward heavy punches. Gotta get you a little bit better at doing those. So forward heavy punches with Juri. I guess I gotta go to the lab and do it. Is one of those moves you necessarily don't really want to walk up doing. You also have a standing roundhouse, so you can use that as well. We did also maybe talk about a fireball in those situations to where if you're like playing neutral, you can do that. But with forward heavy punch, let me grab this. Let me do this. I'll be right back. I gotta find this cord for my stick. All right, I'm back. Okay. Bro, I need to clean this. So I guess for a while I'm going back to dang.
Special match.
Like forward heavy punch and lights, yeah. I got what did I say? Oh yeah, like forward heavy punch, steady heavy punch. So yeah, steady heavy punch, crouching medium kick.
Versus practice training.
But this is gonna kind of
Training room. Juri.
私の出番だね。クンフーの力を見せるわよ。
But with forward heavy punch with Juri, you don't want to like really like walk into it. That was kind of like your issues with like trying to do it. Like you were trying to walk into it, right? You kind of don't want to do that. You want to use forward heavy punch as a way to where if they're like walking. So for example, if like I have Chun. And she's walking into this space and like maybe try to do like low forward or something. So say if she's like walking. Like trying to walk and do low forward or something like that. So like once she gets like in the range, like you want to like use it to stop forward advancing. So, like if they're walking in on you, so that's kind of how you use it. And that'll keep you from getting I haven't played on stick in a while. Yeah. So kind of like make it to where this will help you with your forward heavy punch. Instead of using it like walking forward, use it when they're like walking into your space, right? So that, and also stand heavy kick as well. So those are normal sides you use when they're like walking in your space. And then what that's going to force them to do is, so if they're like walking in their space, you hit that. Because they have low ranges and they move forward themselves. So like you really don't have to do that. So you just let the momentum in the opponent walking into allowing to make the button to connect. So use their momentum and your momentum to make the button kind of connect and be on block. Now obviously once they see that you're doing this, they're gonna stop to try to whiff punish outside of that range. Right, so they might do this. Right. Oh, that's still too close. See, like even this is just a slight step forward. I haven't even walked forward. See, I'm not walking forward. I'm hitting neutral. Like these buttons, they have like they forward advancer, so you don't have to walk forward and do those. Like you don't want to walk forward and do those. So let your opponent's momentum and her momentum kind of carry you into using these buttons, right? But that's what. So they're gonna start like trying to walk and bait you, right? And they can whip punish from there. But then what you can do is like once they like try to walk out these ranges to try to bait your like your standing heavy kick here for a heavy punch. You just right. You can then do this, right? So if they're trying to whiff punish you, you have fireball, fireball drive rush in. Right. And get in that way, right? So like they're trying to whiff punish, you can switch to neutral skip offense. Right. And get in. Like while you're playing, like, or you can even get that like a stock if you don't have one. You know, just get one and kind of entice them to come in, and then that forces them to, that allows you to hit your buttons, right? So they want to come in because you're doing other stuff like getting your stock, stuff like that. Do like other stuff like that. So that's kind of how you want to use specifically the forward heavy punch and the standing heavy kick is when the opponent's trying to encroach in that space. So doing that will help you with not having the with the timing. So when you're using those moves, only use those moves when you see like the opponent kind of encroaching your space. And like I said, it's pretty far, so you don't have to do anything. The move just if the opponent's walking forward in the range, you feel like you hit those two buttons. And then crouching medium kick is with the same thing as well too, but the distance is a little bit closer. So if you're right here, right, so if you're about right here and they're trying to walk in, do like crouching stop them walking in. So this is similar to that. But crouching medium kick, you can, if you're up close, you can get a little bit. You can kind of walk and poke with this one because Juri's forward walk speed is pretty good. So like this, if you want to walk and poke with, you can, because it's like pretty long, and so she's able to kind of like walk and poke with this. So if you want to walk and poke with something, do it with crouching medium kick and only in the top range. So you have like character starting position range, and these are where like you can do stuff like get your store, and if they're trying to walk into that range to stop you from doing that, you can do like standing heavy kick and forward heavy punch, and then once they start doing that and they're still in this range, you can do this and just get in, right? So that's kind of like your game plan that you can do in that range. And if you're like up close, you can kind of like medium kick, poke, or whatever, right? So that's kind of how I would use those normals. So we do have the right idea with it. We just don't have a kind of a way for you to use them properly and in their proper context. So yep. So I would do that. And then lastly, this is one thing that I've been working on, especially recently. This is kind of good, specifically with Juri, because of how good her backdash is. A lot of times on the defense, I mean, you're getting caught because you're not blocking out because you're trying to walk back. It's okay to walk back sometimes, but with Juri specifically, like in certain situations, right, if they do this, if they're like, say they're trying to do like some sort of pressure string, I don't have it on switch. There's something that's like really good. So like after after that jab pressure or whatever, you can kind of like backdash and get out of the situations, right? You kind of reset your spacing without having, and then kind of go back to like holding wherever space you're holding. And you can do this on your own normals too. So like if you so instead of walking back with Juri, you can kind of take advantage of this just to kind of reset the spacing a little bit, and to get back to a more comfortable spacing. Obviously, after like these normals right here, a lot of players are gonna swing. So like stuff like this, that might swing. Block this first, and you can backdash out to get back to the like a favorable spacing. So you're safe. Like if you space out, but if you don't space it out like that, well, what the heck? You block and you backdash out to just kind of get, so you're not like constantly like just walking back under no pressure. You're holding the pressure, getting out, resetting the situation, going back to your game plan of kind of like trying to hold neutral. So this is an easy way for you to reset neutral without without committing too much to walk back. Unless you know they're gonna unless you know they're throwing you off of lights, then you can kind of take a slight step back. But you kind of want to stay away from like walking back in this game because of like drive rush and the low forward. It's really this game, like, you don't want to be caught by like drive rush and like low forward, and so even if you block it, you're still gonna have to deal with like throw. So it's best not to do that and just take the block pressure, and then reset with like a backdash or something like that. So that's kind of something that I would recommend as well too. So I don't know where this is at. Let me do this. So we have the updated notes. We're still doing the same thing, but we're just adding so let me get the updated sheet with time steps so you can go back and look. Honestly, I think with that, I could have, that whole thing with me doing this could apply to any character, right? This doesn't just have to apply to Juri in terms of figuring out what you do based on the range. It's just character dependent. So other characters might do something else, but if you you just need to figure out like your buttons, which buttons that you can use to poke with, what other tools the character has. So like maybe if they have a fireball, you can do that. But like just whatever range you are, and you know, just don't like having certain set options that you do in those ranges because of just the limitations of the character. And then once you get like in different ranges, you can do other things. And so kind of like compartmentalizing your game plan in certain situations like that. Like you have a close game, you have a far game plan. So like with Juri, that might be getting stock if they walking in doing this, and then if they're trying to bait you, you know, drive rush low forward. So you can do like, you can kind of rotate those three options to kind of keep your opponent guessing, and then once you're up close, you can maybe, you know, might be able to poke with low forward or do like other things to kind of like other moves, right? So you're just kind of changing what you're doing depending on the range, and based on what your character likes to do. But I just demonstrated with Juri, but other characters can do this as well too. Well, not like specifically with Juri, but that same framing that I was doing with Juri, you can use that same framing with other characters. So, Is this how do how do I do this? Copy link. So we have official things. I don't know how to use this. I've never used Canva before. All right. Oops, wrong. So let me get your our update. It's still the same thing, but we're just adding more layers to it. So you're still working on the same thing. Okay. This is the design. So this is the full design. Can view. Oh. Ah. Public view. Okay, okay, got it. Okay. I think I don't know if I have to. Yeah. Dates. Where was I? Notes. Let's see, where did I? What time step is this? I can't see. Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta look at the stream. Yeah, I'm gonna time step it. Oh, by the way, how'd you guys enjoy the new video, the new style of video? What are your thoughts on that? Did y'all guys like the new style of video that we're testing out? Okay, I gotta go back here. It's okay. I'm gonna timestamp this so you can go back and look at the timestamps roughly. I need to timestamp the streams as well, just in general. What timestamp is this? Oh, it's still live. This sucks. Oh, dang, bro. Let's see. What? 52. It's cool that it's interactive. It lets you at least test your knowledge. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to do more of those. I just need to watch. I'm gonna be watching a lot more high level footage just to try to like come up with those. Cause I'll be watching the replays and I'm like, oh snap, this is kind of cool. Like looking at some of the decisions. But yeah, I think that for sure is gonna be a little bit more of a staple on the channel. I just need to watch a bunch more Street Fighter. $25. I'll say around like 30. We'll say like 35 time step, roughly around there. I think 35 minutes into this stream. I'm not. I'm gonna have to look at it. I promise I'll be better with this. We can take away. By New York. Yo, Stack, what's happening? What's good? It's going good. That's always a good time when I get to stream. I keep saying I need to stream more, cause like I'm not, but I don't do it. I only have the one day of streaming, and I try to make some content. The content was a little bit slow last week. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was working on some stuff. I was mostly just playing the game, and I was trying to prep for this this event that we're having. We had a little a basically like a quote unquote Capcom Cup for our city, where we had like a point system last year, and I had qualified for it, and so I was practicing for that last week. So that's why I was kind of like missing. And then Sunday we had another local, and I went to that local. Uh, Saturday I went to an out of town tournament. I did record stuff for that, so a video is going to be on the channel for sure for that as well. But so I just need to edit it. Sunday I went to another tournament. I didn't do any recording for that. I went there because I was it was a qualifier for the a regional for Texas Showdown. Winner got entry into Texas Showdown, so I just went and just played there, and so to get the Texas Showdown qualifier, so I'll be playing it in Texas Showdown this year. I haven't played at a showdown in 4 years. 4 years. Got some decent shorts before, yeah. Yeah, I'm going back to making more content. As you guys see, the content is like the local content. Really? Oh yeah, nice. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna be doing more local content. I recorded some stuff, some interactions with like the locals. So I have them asking them questions. I have the Street Fighter hot takes that I need to edit. I have some I have quiz. I was testing some. I have quiz videos too as well. They're on my camera. I need to import them to my computer and edit them. So I have like expect like more local content, and I'm gonna start vlogging pretty soon. More of my local stuff, and even more of like the tournaments that I attend. I'm a bring back vlogging. So I was the OG vlogger before Tokido. Before Tokido started vlogging on his channel, I was doing it. Yeah, cool. Just remember that. I have the proof too. I think I still have the first video on my channel. It's not a... Yeah. I was doing it before Tokido was doing it. Guys, I'm a trailblazer. It's just, for some reason, well, obviously it's because the way their scene works. But feel it. Oldest. Oh, this is oldest. This is not the oldest vlog on my channel, but like, look, this was 6 years ago. So we had an SFL amateur league back in the day. I qualified for the SFL amateur league during Street Fighter 5. I could say I've been a part of SFL, guys. And also here's another vlog. First card tournament after COVID. So suck on it, Tokido. This when I went to Florida. Florida again when I went to CEO. So I'm the OG vlogger. Some of those are pretty bad though, because they're just terrible vlogs. But like that was like when I was still like starting off, so it's kind of hard for me to. But my vlogging has evolved since then, and now I actually have a camera. was it like 22, 23? I think I don't know. I gotta. Like 20, 23. These time steps might not be exact, but of Holiday Matsuri, nice. I do want to travel more. So there's stuff like Level Up Expo I would like to go to. There's like all these other tournaments. Uh, I for sure definitely want to go back to Japan, but I'm trying to get back into playing and competing a lot more. So you, uh, uh, yo, Broly, what's good? What's happening, homie? Is it like what 40? Is it like 40? I'm gonna say around. All right. Cool. I got your. We got your re. We're still working on the same thing, but we just added a bit more wrinkles. So we added more clarity to what we're working on. Like honestly, the zoning thing about picking certain moves for your zone. I wasn't thinking. I didn't think about that until I was doing a local training session, and the person they brought a sheet that from Diaphone. I was like, oh, that sounds pretty good. So now I was like, I need to start doing that to neutral zone, and Diaphone was saying. So yeah, I got that idea courtesy of Diaphone. Yeah. I'm still doing replay reviews. I'm just writing up a sheet real quick. I'm just a note sheet. That's it. So I'm doing the homework. I'm assigning the homework. because that's what we do here. Like we don't just say, hey, do this, do that. We actually try to assign the homework, guys. And but yeah, we're still doing replay review. But recommendations has been on just blocking. I have a video on how to deal with yeah. I have a video on how to deal with the Cammy dive kick. I could refer to that. What did I do there? There's some options. I don't remember exactly what I did in that video, because I made so many videos that I can't remember exactly what I said in those videos. I'll be honest. I made basically over 100. I basically made well over 100 videos within the past couple of months. Oh, thanks. Nope. Yeah, I got the championship belt right here. I was showing it earlier. I was showing the championship belt. So I got to come back and defend it. I don't know if I'll be able to defend it next week because my level list is on the fritz. So I got I got the championship belt right here. The WWF champion. Yeah, hold on. Let me drop this Cammy video real quick. But I could add additional information because I don't remember what. Oh, this is the row. Oh no, never mind. Okay. I did the wrong. So this is just how to punish it. I don't think I made an official dive kick video. I know what I did. I put 3 moves you should punish in the Cammy matchup, and I talk about like the ranges that dive kick is punishable at. That's what I did. So here's the video. Here's this video, but to kind of. Speed run it, I think, with Juri specifically. All right, with Cammy, you could walk and block it. So if you're like in this range or whatever, maybe walking and block it is an option, and then try to have it hit high where you can punish it. Make use of the punish. Something like that. So just walk and block it, or you can space yourself out to where you can like left punish it because it has like decent recovery. You can do that. Or with Juri, She can do crouch and medium punch to beat it out. You can use something like crouch and medium punch or standing medium kick. You kind of want to use standing medium kick anyway in this matchup. So like the normals that she naturally uses to kind of contest Cammy. Like you don't want to use like crouch and medium kick in this matchup. I mean you can, but you have to like be very wary of you using it because of the dive kick. Like kind of like the button that you would poke with. You kind of time it where it will beat it out. And then even stand heavy punch will beat stand heavy kick will beat it out too. So like the normal. You just have to have the like right timing. But if you're like poking a stand heavy kick in the range that you're supposed to be poking at against Juri, against Cammy, then if she jumps and tries to do dive kick, then the stand heavy kick will cause a force knockdown. Yeah, so those are like some like really quick options that I would kind of recommend. So either blocking it to where you can make it punishable, spacing yourself out where you can make it whiffs and punish it that way, or you use like after she does block strings. Yeah, because if she does a block string, it's even easier, right? So, especially if with the standing medium kick, because you're like a lot of times if you're poking with the standing medium kick, you know they're probably ending their turn, right? So they're probably doing something like this. Like maybe something like this, right? You just kind of poke. You're just like poking out or whatever, just to stop them from doing something or whatever, right? At extended pressure. But if she dive kicks after like 3 lights or something. Oops. I need my leverless. This medium kick. See? Right. And then even with after they finish the extreme, you can backdash and then dive kick with Juri and punish it that way. You let them finish their strings. Backdash. That'll cause a whip situation. Or you can just do that, right? You can just poke them out. Yeah. Try to DPR reaction. Yeah. There's also this right here. If you're sweaty enough. Like if you're like super sweaty. This is definitely the most damage. Obviously you can do that. Stay. Yeah. Stay. Get it. So if you're like super sweaty, you can do something like that. And take away like 40% of her health if you have like level 3. Or something else. But yeah, you kind of get the gist. Yeah. I would try to go for the sweaty route for me specifically, because it is kind of okay. Let me finish up these notes and then let me grab your replay review. Kudama. I got you. All right. I think this should be. Don't be scared. Ninja duck. I wonder if I public link. PDF. I think. Yeah, cool. Okay. All right, I got. So we got your updated PDF. It might, some of it's gonna be wrong because I don't remember. I didn't time step correctly. But it's okay. Kitty kitty, yeah. All right. Oh. Where did I save this at? No. Okay, so it is on my desktop. I need to clean up my desktop. You know what I need to do? I'm gonna have a separate folder, and I'm just gonna download them all to that folder. Cool. All right. Done. All right. All right. All right. Let's take a look at Kodama's replays. All right. Let me go back to pad. Woo. Okay, what time step? Okay, an hour 21. All right, cool. So I'll be better with the time steps. 36. Did I say an hour 36? Oh no. All right.
First online.
I wonder if I could just copy these. Oh, got it. A jury. Well, I guess all the jury players are showing up. More juries. Let's go. Let's see. Let's see what we have here.
Round one. Fight.
Oh, you played the red color. My color. That's my jury color. Okay. All right.
Round two. Fight.
You play the Betty jury color.
Akuma wins.
All right. You know, I think I might see a little bit of something. He said he plays Betty, the Betty color. That's funny. I bet to do a Betty stream one day, where I break down some of the stuff. It's set to the right way. Where I break down like what I like about like her gameplay. I've said this before. I think there's like there's three different aspects of jury that you have to be aware of. There's the base jury, which is, you know, your standard jury, whatever. Then there's stock jury, and then there's feng shui jury. I think Betty is the best standard jury, because like her driver's timings are really good, and like her standard pressure is pretty good. I think I believe it's Nashi's the best stock jury, and then Yosan's the best feng shui jury, hands down. So like if you could, yeah. So if you could combine all three of them together, and you would basically create the ultimate jury player. And so it's especially in this game, it's important for you to watch multiple players. If you want to master a character. Everybody has a piece of something that you need to make to complete the character. Like one person might have a certain thing that they do well with the character that you're like, oh man, I need to add that to that game. Another player might have another thing that you might need to add to that you see, and you're like, oh man, that's kind of great. Like for example, like me with Juri, I was looking at multiple Juri players trying to take what they're doing and add it to my game to not only complete the character, but then also to complete the character while also adding my own flair with it. So it's very important for you guys to look at multiple players and not just like one player, because you get a bigger picture of the character, especially in this game, because everyone brings something different to the table. Yeah, that Betty stream was supposed to be done. I actually have the notes that I took for the stream. I just never made the stream. That's literally all it is. I have the notes already written down, and I was gonna pick out some clips and just take a look at it and say, hey, this is what I like and this and this and that. Point out some things, and then we'll just watch a full set, and I'll be like, I'll point out some of the stuff like that. So I wanted to do that with more players, like players that would make full breakdown videos on, because I'll be honest, I wouldn't necessarily make a full production breakdown on them because they're not winning like CPT events. They're good players, but they're just not like winning CPT events. And so I think I would save streams for those, where I have like certain players where I just like kind of break down aspects of their gameplay, where I'm like, oh, look at this, it's cool, and showcase like those players, the players that are, I guess you could say, kind of up and coming.
Round one. Fight.
Third take. Nice. Kuma. You have to walk down. Nice. I don't know if this is just a Kuma thing. Can you send me another replay where you're not playing Akuma? I just want to see something.
もっと遊ぼうぜ
Round two. Fight.
Actually, I can kind of look at it from the replays.
Final round. Fight.
Nice. Okay. I see some pretty good things that I do like. I'll start this by preface by saying I like the fact that you are very comfortable poking in neutral and having at least having that understanding of the character, which is good right off the bat. So I can say that. Yeah. So that's a start at least. That's a good start. That's a good sign. That shows me you have a very solid foundation, and you're comfortable, planting yourself, and then even playing within that range, and getting your hits and your converts right there. Yeah, I could just do this, but I want to see something specifically. Marissa. Yeah, no problem. Oh, dang, who the heck is this? I don't even know who these are, but I just picked a random replay. Marissa Mirror? What the heck? Ew. Yeah. Get this off my screen. Ugh. Yeah.
Round one. Fight.
I might have to watch another because this is okay. I was able to confirm it. Okay. Okay. What the heck? That's weird. Oh.
Round 2. Fight. Marisa, win.
Okay. I also like that. You know, you have decent pressure. I mean, so that's also a plus too. So like you have kind of like the right idea on a lot of this stuff. Just like the right foundation with Juri. Just, you know, some small stuff that we can clean up for sure. But like you're on the right track. Punish this reset. Nice. Yeah, reset. Definitely likes some of the stuff I'm seeing for sure. Let's walk out. Lots of better ones.
Fight. Round. Fight. Aki wins.
You didn't realize the gotcha video kick was a combo. Gotcha.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay, there we go.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay.
Aki wins.
Okay. All right. Okay, I think I've seen enough. So, a big thing. Is I feel like although your like your pressure is solid, I feel like there's moments where you just default to jumping too much in certain situations. You don't really need to. Obviously, that's perfect. Like it involves like a lot of like jumping. You don't really have to. You could jump sometimes. Like you really don't have to jump with Juri. But she has like fireball and the drive rush, so you can kind of make use of that more. Before you're playing super shot. Okay. So like right here, this is where like it works sometimes, but then it doesn't work. So this is where it doesn't work because he just happened to jump, and you got caught punish counter. But I feel like there are way too many moments like that where you're trying to overextend with your pressure with jumps, and you don't really have to do that when the character is like already like kind of not like she's not like the best grounded character, but she's pretty good on getting in with stuff like fireball, drive rush, and drive rush. It's just about timing. So now you're trying to like really mix up game with fucking jumps and stuff like that. That's they did see. Hold on, let me check these other ones. Jump heavy punch, yeah. Jump heavy punch is good. I'm gonna show you the really good jumping heavy punch stuff, right? Well, this is a little bit more advanced. But like you have like you already have a solid foundation. Like why ruin it with like it's just like weird jumping. It's like, oh, you know, you do your pressure and then you like jump, then you jump. Like I feel like the moments where you're playing like grounded and then trying to use your grounded approach, those lead better results for you. It's just about like tighten that up a little bit more instead of like just jumping. I know there's obviously sometimes you're gonna have to jump, especially with like maybe a fireball character. So, you know, there's ways you can do it, but I feel like you're doing it too much when you're already playing well on the we're already doing decently well on the ground. All right, so let's take a look at this one. Oh, what the heck? 6R HP. What the heck? All right, DJ.
Round one. Fight.
Well, yeah, you just want to skip neutral. Like, yeah, she can skip. She skips neutral by herself. That's a thing. You think? Like she by default can skip neutral, but she could do it safely by throwing out the fireball and waiting until the fireball blocks and then doing it. Nice poke out. See, like right here, boom. Yeah, which is funny, right? So you try to re-engage with someone by jumping with re-engage your pressure with jumping, but they're walking back, and so you jump with the jump heavy punch. And they try to parry, but it doesn't work. You jump again. So like in these situations, right? Go there. Oh snap! If they're doing this, you just do something like this. You just drive rush. Obviously, I'm doing it too slow. Hey, you feel like you want to re-engage? Just drive rush to like low or something, right? So look. Right, it's much safer than trying to commit to a jumping heavy punch. if they're walking back, right? And so what that then would do, it would then force them, if they're smart, they're like, oh, okay, now I have to block, then and hold ground instead of just trying to walk back. Then you can start doing stuff like jumping heavy punch, pressure, because then they're stationary, and then you can start doing jumping, standing medium punch, and then jump and medium punch to like kind of get extended pressure from there, right? But I feel like you're just kind of skipping that and automatically just going to the jump, and it's hurting your pressure, like your pressure a little bit, right? So you jump right there, you get thrown slow to the other corner. Jump again.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay, gotcha. Nice shimmy. Fireball pressure, nice. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you jump right there. Right. Okay. Nice, strong grounded pressure, right? Okay, so it's a lot better, right? X fireball. Nice. Lever shin. Messed up the shin. Okay, that's fine, right? I don't think it's your anti-airs are very weak. We need to get those sharpened up a little bit. That's something that we could do easily with like drills, right? So like right here. So this is like in the span of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps in a row. I do see like an attempt with like the jab, but we gotta gotta get them a little bit cleaner, just so people aren't jumping on you as much, and that'll allow you to play more to your like the strengths that you do have when you're like poking and on the ground. So we need to get those cleaned up a little bit more, and also lastly. And last thing is the defense. I feel like you're getting hit way too much. Replicate real matches stuff. Say just keep doing the drills. I never used to not be. My antis were like a little bit weak, but I kept practicing the drills and doing the drills. I need to get back on doing them again. But eventually it will come. It will come in the match, especially if you're playing in the range that you're supposed to be playing at, like the range that Juri is most effective in, like that mid to character close range. Like if you're hovering around that range, you see the opponent jump, you DP, right? So you play in that range tight, compactly. You're poking, you may be throwing out some fireballs in that range, right? All right, so we got it. Okay, so we got the correct replay, right?
Round 1. Fight.
Up one again. All right, now you're blocked. Nice. fine. Okay. It led to all this. See how missing one anti-air can lead to like all this. Now you're playing on the back foot. So you're already playing on the back foot because that missed anti-air. So like one decision can have long-term ramifications within a round. Like especially like with that, if you're not comfortable on the the defensive end and counter poking and stuff like that already, that one mistake can magnify. Now, so for me, if I miss an anti-air, I mean, I try not to, but like it won't come back to bite me because I'm able to stabilize afterwards, right? You're not able to stabilize afterwards yet, so you have to make sure that you're stopping these things until when you add more comfortability to your game, comfortability to your defense, then missing an anti-air isn't the end of the world. But like for right now, like these situations, they're more breaking for you as opposed to a different player. Okay, yeah. Nice. Okay, so the pressure isn't bad. Like, we just need to get you to being able to do more of the stuff that you're good at, and that's where the anti-air coming in, and not jumping as much, right? Because your grounded game is pretty good, right? Nice. Yeah. Yep. See, bro, this could have ended you. You jump again. I don't know, for like repressure, and you put yourself in the corner. Yeah. Now you're panicking. So that was good right there. You can see through it. That's fine. I try to air down. Now throw tech and I'm dead. Right, yeah. It's really that bad. So this is why you see, this is I say this is why I watch replays in 2x speed, because you could see like the bigger issues, right? If I wasn't watching this in 2x speed, I might have maybe made a comment on it or whatnot and be like, oh, you just don't anti-air, right? And I would have been sitting here doing this, right? That's why I watch him in 2x speed. I'd be like, in this situation, I'd be like, oh, you gotta react to DI. You gotta do this, bro. You gotta be reacting to DI. I'd be focusing on the wrong thing. Right, so I'd be like, I'll be looking at every micro interaction and focusing on the wrong things that I don't think that would help you improve, right? Yeah, no, you can react to DI, right, whatever, right? Even top pros will react to DI, so say all the time. So like, with me doing this, I can bypass a lot of the filler stuff. Right, so bypass the filler. Yeah, no check. I'd be like, oh, you gotta check the drivers. Yeah, I can focus right here, right? So this is a. Yeah, right. So right here, boom. I could be like, oh, you shouldn't be burning yourself out right here. Yes, you shouldn't be burning yourself out right here, but this is the least of your problems that you need to worry about, right? This is something that even top players struggle with, right? So why should I expect you, as a lower level player, to do something that even top players struggle with? That's the thing. Like, they don't even sure, I can give you like tips and tricks on like how you manage your drive gauge. maybe you should not, you know, maybe you shouldn't be spinning here, maybe you shouldn't be spinning there, right? But again, it's just filler noise. All of it's just filler noise. That's specifically the reason why I focus on the 2x speed, is so I can show, like, you could literally see the bigger issues, the bigger things that are wrong with your game, to where like this stuff, like if you fix the bigger issues first, then the smaller issues will kind of fix themselves, because they get masked by you having a better solid, more solid gameplay, right? So they get masked by that. So that's why I don't believe in watching replays at like 1x speed and all this other stuff, because you just cannot see the problems that are leading to you to making these other bad decisions, right? So that's all I'm able to tell you, like, hey, I think you're jumping too much, right? Because I'm just looking at it and I'm like, it's leading to situations where you're putting yourself in compromising situations. Alright. See, like right here, boom. Like, look. See right here? Like, you don't have to jump. Like, you just get in. You get in for free. Much better out, right? And then you make this round difficult on yourself by that jump. Start off so good, right? Ground it, get your hit, bait the DP, nice. Right? Jump, you know, trying to jump for pressure. Hey, awesome. Yeah, there's coming back. Yeah, that whole situation could have just been avoided. If you're like, alright, cool, I got my little punish. You know, instead of doing like this. So you're walking back, right? Cool, right? You're walking back already, right? You just do this. You don't have to like jump. You're already walking back. You see that he you could whiff punish. Or if you're walking back and you're getting back that spacing. Oops. So, like, say you're walking back out of the spacing. Dang. I have a hard time doing this. You can do something like you can just do something like this, right? Fireball, right? And I would have punched that too. Like, you don't have to overextend with like jumps with this character, because she literally has like strong grounded pressure tools. Right. So that puts you in a compromising position, and that magnifies your other issue. You got an anti-air. Yeah. Yeah, you're already getting the spacing back. Like why ruin it? Like, why jump? You have a fireball. You have a fireball, and if they block, you could, at most ranges, at like the range that you would throw it at, you could just drive rush jab in. That's crazy to me. that you're jumping as like much with this character. When you have shown that you can get in at, you know, at pretty decent timing. So like your driver's timings aren't bad. Like, so you have proof of concept that you can get in. But then you ruin it by randomly jumping. Because you're like, man, I gotta have more pressure. If you gotta have more, just throw out the fireball and then do coming at you. That's it. Like, if you want more, just do that. If they check it, then you just suggest. You don't have to jump. So that pretty much covers that, and also like the defense. I don't know if you know, you could probably block a little bit more. I feel like there's certain situations where you're mashing and you're just getting counter hit out. I suggested this before, like in these situations, like especially with Juri, like after your pressure and after their pressure, your pressure, right? So we can find a sequence, right? This will, you know, you kind of block it out instead of you can mash, but that's only if you know if they're like maybe trying to get a little bit greedy, then maybe you can mash there. But a lot of the times, you're like, I don't like you're picking like situations where you can just kind of block it out more. So I think you need to block out more on the defensive end. So like you mash right there. So you do good at blocking initially, then after a while you're like, I just kind of want to mash out. I don't know. Oh, you try to match heavy punch. Oh, you're already mashing heavy. You try to match light kick, right? I feel like this leads to too much damage when you're playing. Like you can block it out a little bit more. And in these situations, if your drive gauge is getting low, and you think they're gonna hit a normal, you can just do this, right? You can just you can parry, get back your drive gauge, right? Oops. You know, just gotta keep your drive gauge healthy. But that's more only so after you confirm that they're doing more extended normals and they're maybe trying to get more greedy, because you just don't want to be matching parry all the time. Parry you just kind of want to use just to kind of keep your drive gauge a bit healthy. So like, you know, you're running a little bit lower and like you're kind of pushing closer to that four gauge threshold. So if you want to protect your drive gauge, you can and you're blocking it out, you can do that, right? And also this is really good with Juri, right? After a string, your string as well too. Right, so he does this. So right, he does this. You block it out, and you backdash with Juri. Right, let them finish their stuff, and then you backdash, get out of the situation, and you back to resetting the situation to spacing that Juri's effective in, right? Kind of hard for me to do a pad. All right. See if I get another situation, better situation. Do it. But yeah, these neutral situations, if you're like they're like right here, right here, you finish this. Oops. And you backdash. How you been getting clip? You let them you let them finish their sequence, right? And you also have to understand that like if you like say you're poking and you're trying to reset the spacing. Let me show you this in training mode, because it's better in training mode. Calm down to the I just talked about this earlier, but I think this is pretty good, right? Doing this with Juri.
Special training. Training room. Juri.
私の出番だね。任務を遂行する。
Alright. So you just let them finish their strings, right? So if they're doing light strings. And say they get even more greedy after this. So say they get greedy. And they try to do low for it. You're gonna get you're out of the situation. So like even if they try to like get more greedy with the situation, you won't get clipped. Like, you know, letting them finish their pressure and then just getting out of there and back to this spacing to where you can, you know, fireball and, you know, drive rush in or like go back to play neutral or whatever, right? But just that subtle resetting of the spacing after they finish their what they're doing. And then even you can do it on your own terms, right? Too as well. So if say you poke. Now most time if they do low forward, so I'm gonna say it can be to do low forward. Right? If you try to backdash this, you're gonna get clipped. Right? That's just because that's just the math working. That's just the way the math works, right? Because I think backdash is, I'm not really sure when backdash is active, but this is -3. I don't think you can't backdash like 5 or 4 frame gaps, something like that, right? You buy 6 frame gaps, I think you can. Well, hold on, let me make sure. Let me see what her frame meter is before I get out wrong information. What is this? So that's 8. This is -3. Let me look. I think it's like 4 or 5. Like, yeah. So that's 5 frame. Say, does Cammy have a? So 8. This is 5. This would be 4 frame. This would be 5 frame. This would be 7 frame. Let me try this. No, this would be 6 frame. Yeah, it might actually just be the distance. What's up, Night Owl? What's happening, homie? Let me try this, right? Okay, 8 frame gaps. You can backdash. Okay, and fit it on. So you see, like, I'm out of there. I'm out of there with an 8 frame gap. Typically, you can't backdash it unless it's like an 8 frame gap, right? It won't, and you'll escape, right? But like if they're spaced out, then that doesn't. If they're spaced out, then it becomes easier for you to. You could backdash because the move is gonna whiff, right? So that's the move is just not being active in the backdash. It's just going active after the move is not active. So that's why you're able to escape certain situations, right? But I say to say in these situations, like when you're trying to maybe reset the spacing on your own terms, right? So say you poke, you want to reset the spacing. You don't just immediately backdash because you're gonna get clipped. Right? Well, that's just spaced out, right? So you see it spaced out, but not spaced out. That's where the whole thing of spacing out, right? So say you don't space it out, you're like, oh man, I misspaced. You let them do that low forward, and then you backdash to get that spacing. So you have to let them finish their turn, and then you backdash out of that spacing, unless you're spaced out. Then it doesn't really matter, right? So that's how you prevent yourself from being like clipped. Is you either let your opponent finish their strings, and then backdash, or you space yourself out with the normal, and then backdash. Or if you are using your normal, you miss space, you let them finish their turn, and then you backdash. So basically, you just let them you either space yourself out, or you let them finish their turn. If you that allows you to escape safely with a backdash. And I say safely because most characters, if they catch onto that you're backdashing, then they'll just start drive rushing at you to catch your backdash. But then that's when you can start doing, that's when you can kind of hold your ground and then punish their drive rush. So that's entices them to drive rush after you, to chase after you, and then you can just punish their chasing after you with a button. So that's kind of how like that game works, right? You backdash to get that, to at least get your spacing back, and then the opponent wants to chase, and then you punish their chase if you read once you establish that you're backdashing in the situations that we talked about. Yeah. But that's really good though. Backdashing, especially with Juri, is really good. Like this, I've been trying to implement this more. You know, finishing out my blocking strings. Because in this game, you have to understand that like since the normals are negative and they're only chainable, right? So if they do this. This is why I'm not really a big fan of walking back in this game. You know, sometimes I do it. And I'm working on fixing that, but like because the normals are negative, this is -2, right? If they try to tick throw me, I just mash out without even like moving anywhere. Like if they're so this is where they have to like, this is why they have to kind of chain their normals to stop you from mashing. So like the chains, right? So I get counter hit even though it's negative because of the chain, and so they can convert off of that, right? You know, planting yourself, letting them finish whatever they're doing is very good, because like you said, you can mash out a lot of this stuff if you know that they're going to do like a throw or something, right? Because blocking will entice them to try to throw you, then that's when you can mash out with like your normal, and then you know, and then turn the tides on them, and so then they will keep it tight, and then you know they'll finish their stream, then they'll allow you to backdash and stuff like that. So being comfortable planting yourself, and then making use of the fact that the normals are negative, it will help you. It will help you for sure in the defense. That's why I kind of stress blocking more. Yeah, you'll lose some drive gauge, but if you know what you're doing, you can kind of like get around it by parrying in certain situations. And with Juri, you can throw fireball to put a threat on the screen to kind of get your drive gauge back or whatever. You know, as you wiggle back and forth in neutral, and then also you know, like with punishing or whatever, you get your opponent with punch, or you make your opponent you poke them or whatever, right, to build your drive gauge back, right? So you just do something like this, right? But yeah, blocking should be the default. Now obviously this doesn't work with like drive rush boosted normals because they're plus, so like those are a bit more of a like a guessing situation. But if it's just a standard pressure, read what they're doing. If they're throwing you after like a jab, you can mash. If they're not, let them finish their string, then you get out of there. Right? You just get out of there, right? and then you re-engage. Then you try to find another way that you can re-engage. And if you need to build your drive gauge back up, you might, if you see the string that they're doing, then they try to go for like longer extended strings. You can parry, get your drive gauge back, or you can get your drive gauge back in neutral or by throwing a fireball with Juri. Right? So you don't have to like really like walk back. You don't have to walk back that much in this game. But that's it for my notes. I'm gonna write. I have better time steps, I think. So we got your. I got your. I'm gonna do your notes. So you have something to work on. So we're gonna work on. What did I say, bro? I mean, I wrote down something. Not jumping as much. We gotta get your anti-airs up. You just keep working on the drills. You say you have a drill, so I would suggest do your drill. Your anti-air drill needs to be done every day, at least 5 to 10 minutes a day, right? Every day, 5 to 10 minutes. That's it. That's all you really need, right? 5 to 10 minutes a day, daily. That's the bare minimum, right? But I'm typing up your notes right now, and I'm a. And also keep up what you're already doing. Yeah, no problem. Glad you were able to get something out of it. I said, there are some areas like I say you're doing really well in, but let's get more to the good stuff by removing some of the more egregious stuff in your gameplay. And then after that, we can talk about fixing like the drive meter stuff like that, right? Like that comes later, because I think drive gauge management is a whole high level concept, like a legit high. By that I mean like an actual like a whole class session on how to manage drive meter, because there's so many factors in decision making that like just go into it. Even I'm still learning it, but I think I have a grasp on it, and I'm trying to work on it, just trying to get better. Matching on and Karam, I want to see you back on Sunday. So Sundays is yeah, yeah. There's just so much stuff that they have to like think about. And there's also like potential stuff that you like. There's also foresight that you have to think about too. Dang, I don't think I. Ah! I forgot the time step. Where I was talking about a reference or things. Do you have drills for anti-airs, right, Kurama? Yes or no? Yeah, this Sunday. So normally the replay reviews are supposed to be on Sunday, the weekly Sunday, but I didn't do it this Sunday because I went to a local offline, and I had other things to do. So I want to see implementing some of the stuff. Like I said, it doesn't have to. I don't know if you were here earlier when I mentioned that it doesn't need to be all the time, right? Because it's almost impossible. But what I want is, to at least see, like, you're working on the stuff, trying. So say like we're watching it, we watch your footage today. Say you're anti-airing 1 out of 10 times, right? Next time, it should be 2 out of 10 times, right? So it's just it could be like if you're just like him or whatever, and you're just like have exponential growth or whatever in like a week or two by just like focused practice or whatnot, great. But most people aren't like that, and they're just gonna have small incremental growth. So that's what we want to see, and we want to see those continue going up. Now it's not always going to be linear, but we do at least see working on some of the stuff and improving it, and then trying to implement it and trying to get better. And so the coming back is so that we can just have the checkup. We're like, oh, see how you're doing, see if we need to tweak something, because we had to tweak some things for Sonic today, because I gave him some stuff he was working on it, and I was like, oh. I learned some during that whole time period that we didn't do the replay. We actually learned a new concept by from somebody else that I was able to help and share with them, that help tighten up what we're already working on, so we can continue working on, double down on it, and getting better. And also this right here, this is something that you guys need to be on right here, especially if you're like trying to implement this stuff. This is one thing that you guys need to be using. This is something that I've been using. It's called the battle overlay, right? It's in the this is version 2. There's a version 3. It's in the Discord. It's on the Street Fighter resources, right? You can just download it. This allows you to create tips and tricks. So you have your own chips that you can put down, right? And then you have tips for character, right? against my character, right? You can do it by character and stuff like that. And what you do is, once you have your tips, you can start the overlay, and they'll put your tips up right here when you're playing. I gotta get rid of that counter. So you have like your sticky your notes right where you're playing. So I definitely recommend you guys get on that. So I've been using it to try to reinforce like my defensive game plan. So you definitely need to get on this, guys, for sure. All right, we got the sheet for you. I'm gonna link the I'm about to drop it in the chat so you got your notes. Let me clean it up a little bit. Yeah, Vic, yeah. Someone told me about it. Someone in chat told me about it, so I started using it. Because I'm actively trying to improve and get better. Like, legit improve. And so I'm trying to, like, use these things, use these tools available. Do you have an anti-air drill? Oh, I talked about this earlier. Forward heavy punch is essentially the same as standing roundhouse, right? With forward heavy punch, you don't want to walk forward and use it. That's one thing you don't want to do. And you don't want to walk forward and use any normal. Like, if you have to walk forward a decent amount to hit a normal, it's not a good idea to hit a normal. I'm going to tell you that straight up. It's just not. Because you're either going to get whiff punished or counter poked. So I kind of operate under that assumption. But, what the heck? Yeah, but forward heavy punch, easy.
迎撃準備完了
I got this. I got something. Oops, that's a 5. It's not right. I got you. I got a drill for you. I'm putting in the resource in there. So I got a video for you. It should be pulled up. I don't know if you'll be able to activate this. So I'm putting a little video in the notes for a drill that I recommend you do.
迎撃
From a
準備
player.
完了
So you need to do that 5 to 10 times, and it comes with both crosscut and non-crosscut. Speaking of crosscut, I do need to make it. So don't worry, I got you. Okay.
迎撃準備完了
All right. So. All right, I dropped your notes in the chat. So, pressure and keeping up pressure in corner. Okay, so I got you a little PDF that you could work on, and I'm gonna show you. I talked about this earlier.
迎撃準備
Literally, I just talked about this, which is funny,
完了
but I don't mind going back and repeating. If my stick will work. All right, okay. So with forward heavy punch, it's really good. And so say if your opponent's walking in this range and they're trying to do like a poke or whatever, you know, you use forward heavy punch. and you just stop with that forward advance. And you don't need to walk with it because the button itself will move forward. So you use the momentum of the button and the your opponent walking forward on you to do it. Right. I just thought of a new drill that I'm gonna have to work on myself. So both of these normals, you use them kind of like this to kind of stop your opponent from advancing forward. So these are like your stop signs, but this one's more. This one gives you more. It gives you more range. Cause like right here, like if they stop right there, then you get whiff punish, right? So say if they stop right there, you try to do standing heavy punch, you're gonna get whiff punish. But this, because of the forward momentum, you don't get whiff punish. Yep. Well, not necessarily. Because standing heavy punch you could use walking back. Has a whiff punish, right? So standing heavy punch you use like a walk back whiff punish, right? You can't use this as a walking back whiff punish. You're just gonna get whiff punish yourself. Right? So standing heavy punch is both a poke and a counter poke, right? It functions as both. You can poke with it, or you can counter poke. This you poke with. So it essentially serves that function. Like, oh really? Yeah. 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 So that's only a poking thing, right? So you use that to poke and you get big damage out of it. Oh damn, this thing is not even working either like that. Shit. Yeah. But yeah. So yeah, I kind of use it more like that. I think what? I think I saw some. What do you say? I know some people kinda enjoyed the video. Yeah, this one's doing well. Before the option showed up. Okay. All right. So I got some stuff to work on for the what you call it, the next video. I'm gonna have to for the next one, but people do like the format, so I just gotta clean it up a little bit. But yeah, cool. So yeah, there's that. I mean, I'm here for how long? How long is streaming? For almost 3 hours. I might take a look at my my homie sets. You tell you want me to give me some feedback, so I'll take a look at his stuff. And then I'll probably close it out after this. I think I might come. We might come back tomorrow. I don't know. How do you guys feel about these early streams? So it's this right here. It's like a little quiz that I did. It's a new format that I'm working on. People enjoyed the format, but obviously there's some work on it I need to do. But it's it's a new format that I'm testing out on the channel. So basically, it's this right here. It's a little quiz on if you can basically testing like your decision making and stuff like that. See if you can guess what the player would do. We're almost at 9K though. Hopefully I wake up tomorrow and we're at 9K.
Arcade. Practice.
I think I might work on the hot take video. I have a hot take video.
Online special practice. Arcade practice versus online. Custom room.
Oops.
Practice.
Ding. Ah. Oh, what the heck? What is going on? Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be a staple in the channel again. Well. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just wanna see this. Let's see. But I just gotta clean it up a little bit more.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll fix the next one that I'll do. Definitely, I'll have like some more information on it for sure.
Honda wins.
But yeah, we'll fix it for next time.
Round 1. Fight.
Nice.
Round 2. Fight. Ryu wins.
All right, nice. Oh.
Round 1. Fight. Round 1.
Yeah.
Fight.
Nice. Nice headbutt. Yep. Nice.
Round 2. Fight.
Nice. What a bait.
Final round. Fight.
Headbutt.
Honda wins. Round one. Fight.
Nice. Reactionary DI, okay.
Round two. Fight.
Nice. That's okay.
Honda wins.
Alright, I think I got the notes I need to write for him.
Round one. Fight.
Definitely improvement, I guess. What's up? Yep. No. Hit. Yeah. Alright.
Round two.
It's an EX.
Fight.
Way back to the EX. Yep.
Honda wins.
Alright, you won the first to 5. Won the first to 5. Nice.
Round one. Fight.
Nice. I'm gonna look at the last one, but I think I'm gonna send them some notes.
Fight.
Say hey. Nice. I don't like that. It's another.
Final round. Fight. Ryu wins.
and as possible. So I'm typing out some notes real quick. I'm gonna send them to my homie real quick. But I might tomorrow I might come back with another stream. I might do a I keep promising the Betty stream, but I might do that tomorrow. I might make a thumbnail for it and boot it up. Cause I don't have I can't really play right now because I don't my lever list is it's messed up. But what I can do is just like think and watch the game. Yes. Alrighty. So I got his notes taken care of. I'm gonna clip him and ship him. Yeah. After this, I gotta go to the gym. I hit legs. Legs! My legs! Uh, uh. Ah. Okay, so I have to send this other thing. All right, my bad, guys. I was typing out something, so that's why I was typing out something. Ugh. So that's finished. Uh, yeah. So tomorrow, I'm thinking about streaming again. I know I said this Sunday for sure. We'll be back. I just don't know what time. If I have to go to this local thing, then it's gonna be earlier. So the replay review stream will be once again earlier throughout the day. So at like I'll probably be on like at 11, stream for like 2 hours, and then leave for my local because it's gonna be midday. I might, but yeah, I don't know. If I were to do another like 1 a.m. 1 a.m. 1 p.m. stream, whatever. Should that just be my normal stream time? It's like 12, 10, like 12, 11 throughout the. I think I might. Yeah, what do you think about that? Making that my normal stream time. Should I do that? Because tomorrow, what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to do a breakdown of a player. I think I might do a Betty breakdown. I already have the notes. I just never finished the. I just haven't finished the. I just never made the thumbnail or did that. So for Juri, so that'd be cool, and I'll be doing other players sure as well. But I think I would have the replay review stream, top player review stream, and then also just a stream where I'm just playing and playing more, or just trying to play more on stream, I guess, and doing that. Maybe running sets, trying to level up. Get some high level sets in, guys, for sure. I go. But yeah. But yeah, it's been a nice little 3-hour stream. I'll probably gonna get off. I got some. I gotta go to the gym. I got some other work I need to do, but mostly I need to go to the gym. So I'm gonna go do that. Appreciate you guys for coming in, and it's always a good time. Next Sunday we'll be back. Next Sunday we'll be back with the replay review stream again. So come through again, get your replays reviewed. Like I said, tomorrow we might be back with another stream, but with the player breakdown stream. And then after that, I might, like, after I do the breakdown, I might, like, do something. Depending on, we'll see. Because I can't really do anything right now, but, like, maybe take some notes. I can probably take some notes in-game because my lever list is not working. It's just not working. And then the stick that I do have is having issues as well, too, the hitbox cross-up. So, I don't know. I can't really play until I get, like, a new leverless or a new controller, which should be that long, because I have Amazon Prime, so I'll just order something off of Amazon and have it overnight, and I'll be back to gaming through this weekend. So, but right now we're just temporarily out of it, thanks to Howitt. Man, dang, I hate this. This right here. This is a decent starter lever list, but like you do not want to be using this if you're trying to compete. I'm gonna be honest. Like if you're just like a hobbyist or whatever, you like levelist and you play every now and this brand has screwed me over more than once when it came to to tournament stuff. This brand, I'm no longer. I'm sorry, how I can't do it. These controllers they have like good build, but like the internals just aren't made properly. So it leads to a bunch of wonky issues. So like this one, I think the USB port is going out. I think the USB port on my other one went out, which is the exact same issue that I had with the other one. It's the exact same issue that I'm having with this one. So yeah, don't buy this if you're trying to compete. But if you're just like want to budget leverless and just try to get into leverless and just to see if leverless is for you, I do recommend that in that case. But if you're trying to enter tournaments, yeah, you can enter tournaments with it. If it's like you're starting leverless and you can get comfortable on this and then upgrade to a different leverless. So it's a decent starter leverless, but you don't want to stay using these, especially if you're like trying to compete and stuff like that. I don't recommend it. I personally, just too many issues, way too many issues. But I'm gonna get up out of here. I might come back tomorrow. I might put a poll out to see if I should stream like at the same time, around the same time. See if you guys like that. If you do, I'll start making this a bit more. I'll start making this a bit more of a habit to stream around this time, like 1, 2, 3-ish. Well, not 1, 2, like 12, 11. Midday, early day. Do an early morning shift, and then no more late night streams, unless I'm like doing something or whatever. But yeah, I don't think I have anything. Check out the latest videos if you haven't checked it out. There's some stuff I do need to work on with the latest video, so that it's a new format. I did post it in the chat, so if you haven't seen that, you can check it out. More videos are coming, more local stuff. I'm gonna try to do more vlogs, so yeah, more content, and more playing time is definitely gonna be coming for sure. So a lot of stuff is gonna be coming. Just bear with me, guys, and I hope you guys continue to show support. If you want to show some extra support, we do have membership available. I do need to fix around the naming of the tiers, because I do want to change it to basically the subs would be like the knowledge check community. So we'll have different tiers of that. The tiers are still going to be the same, but I just need to change the rewards. That's just it. The tiers are going to be the same. I just need to change the rewards. They're going to be a little bit different than what I'm doing right now. But yes, if you want to show some support in the channel, you can drop a membership, or there will be some stuff for you guys. There also should be exclusive member content coming, like my personal notes and stuff like that. I'm probably going to be using having those available to members. But yeah, appreciate you guys, and I'll see you later.